great. I will browse through some slides. I have more slides maybe than I have time. So Malin, you throw me out from the meeting when you think it's finished.
Okay, I'll do my best.
All right. My name is Petri Luomala, working at RISE, also forming an investment that we are working on here at Measurement Technology that is called Digital Measurement Technology, where we focus on the scope of from the measurements and ahead on the digital value chain. So if measurement technology work here on the left side, we in digital measurement technology work with this kind of projects. And I'm very much into traceability since many years ago. I started to work on that. We started with the sawmills and found out that there is no available traceability there. So that's why I started to work with it, and also applied for a patent in traceability, which I got for some years ago. And now today working on developing a platform to map automatically traceability by using data from the industry, with some success that could give them some answers that they didn't have before. And this is perfect when we also got the project Enter, because then we can test these kind of technologies and methods and algorithms in these kind of projects, because Enter is a project that goes from forest to sawmills to buildings and to reuse of the material. We have 20 partners, which is very impressive from my point of view, because I couldn't imagine that there is so much interest for this kind of project. But now we understand, after listening to also the other presentations today, that people are very much interested in digital product passports and traceability and such things. Those partners are distributed all from the beginning of the value chain, from the forest to the end of the value chain, where we meet like Ragn-Sells that is reusing material and would like to have the data. So we work a little bit by have them as expecting data from the other partners, so they can make good decisions on reuse of material. But also the other partners, of course, need the data over the value chain. So we need each other. The project is divided into 5. I think I lost my screen sharing. It was not me. Yeah, it happens sometimes, but maybe my computer. I'm finished with my speaking. We have 5 different working packages, where the first one is a project management and information and communication, and then we have a own working package which is called for digital product passports and standards and certificates and such things. And we have also one for only just the methods for traceability. And then we are going to build a real demonstrator, actually to cover the most parts of the value chain. And also we think business development is very important to have keep in mind. I will take you on a journey from the beginning to end by zooming in here in the beginning of the value chain here, because the demonstrator that we are going to build and demonstrate actually parts of this at Ligna exhibition, which is in Hannover in the end of this month. And also we plan to present it in a full scale in Trä och Teknik that is arranged in Gothenburg next year I think it's in late August or in the beginning of September. But the aim is in this project to start with the information from the forest, which could look like this, and we will also keep real information from the forest and send it into the demonstrator, where we have biometria that is setting the value for each log, because in Sweden we do the business first when the logs arrive to the sawmill, and the neutral part like the biometria is going to do that value setting. After that value is set, then the sawmill owns the logs and could do its sawing and sorting of the logs and such things. And we are going to test the traceability methods in the sawmill, because the sawmills is mostly a black box, what's happening there inside right now. And I think we can today, with modern methods, keep track actually on most actions in the sawmill, and outcomes a product declaration where you have the process product declaration. So this is like a kind of actual values, the measurements for each package and the planks. Also, we are going to have GS1 will put an GTIN code on it, and then we are going to use GS1's resolver to actually find out which digital product passport belongs to this, to make it able to actually find out what says the standards of the product just produced in the sawmill, because this is a kind of ought to be values, the measured values, I mean, when after the process declaration. And here is the values that it should or ought to be. Then we are going to follow the information throughout building it in a wall. So we will pick out a BIM model of a wall where you can actually see the data set about the plank. So we can really see how the information is following us throughout the value chain. And then you're going to build it in the building, in the wall. Then we'll find the data set, including the information about the plank in the building and the wall that is used in. Also, trying to do a digital twin out of this, where you also can find the same wall, including that plank, with the information from the process and also from the standards, until it's time to take care of the building, where you also get the same information. And in the end, you will distribute this as a reused plank through rank cells, and maybe you get a new digital product passport that is updated with this. We also have a partner in the project that reuses or recycles materials and produces boards that could be produced by old fibers from packages, Tetra packs and such things. And that will be very exciting to see how we could also keep track on the information until their production. So what I have shown here is something that we are going to build, a demonstrator based on actually a lot of existing software out there, which will be started from one to each other, and we will send the information throughout the whole flow. And we will produce a web page where you can also follow in this map where we are in the value chain. Also, we'll tell a few words about traceability, because when we talk about traceability, then we mostly think of the traceability in a value chain. And if this is the value chain and it's measured throughout the value chain, then we need also to keep track on other traceabilities, which is out there. It's about meteorological traceability, which is this YX here. So if X is the measurings on the value chain, then this also requires a calibration of measurement devices, because I have noticed when I have been out in the industry that the measurements are not so reliable. So we also need to have meteorological traceability, which you achieve when you calibrate your measurement devices, which is very important. Because if you want to measure improvement over time, measurements of equivalent or better quality are required. Otherwise, you don't know if you're doing better or worse. About the traceability platform that we are building and work with is based on a software where you can do kind of relationship descriptions. And when you enter those relationship descriptions, like in this generic industrial process, you can do descriptions between different parts of the process. And when you do that, then you can automate the mapping of relationships. So our platform, it generates relationship tables automatically, and for the customer, or if you use some HMI to display information to the operators, then you can use those relations tables to find out the source data from different silo and get out information that is comparable, like from production to the quality, which is measured in the end of the process. So this is very exciting to test now in the Enter project, because then we will get some information that actually the sawmills never have seen before, because they have a lack of traceability. And this is a kind of process measurement together with relationships, then you get the traceability. And out of this, you could get different kind of declarations. I'm sorry, everything is not in English now, but I will translate. We could get out of energy declaration for each packet or for each plank. We could get a process, how well we did the process, if there was exceptions or other stops in the production, then you could find out that. And also for the quality and also the costs for the production or EPDs and such things that could be connected to a specific package, which is very important. And all these, I have named it as a digital process declaration. And this name came before I heard of a digital product passport, which is very funny thing, because if you combine these things, the digital process declaration based on the software I presented just is kind of process value. So we know for just this specific package that these measurements and this product looks like this. And digital product passport is a lot about standards and certificates and all the things we used to talk about. And if you combine these things, you will get a kind of combination of the values that are actual for a specific product, and you can then compare it to the standards all the way. So we can collect it together as a complete digital product passport information.